Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ. كَيْفَ, how? كَيْفَ is a question. How? How could you? How is it possible? How and why? تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ. How could you disbelieve in Allah? Why would you disbelieve in Allah? What reason do you have to disbelieve in Allah? وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا. While you were dead. أَمْوَاتًا. Amwat is the plural of mayyit. From the root letters mim, waw, ta. Have you heard of the word maut? What does maut mean? Death. Mayyit is one who is dead, one who is not alive. What is maut? Maut is separation of body and soul. We human beings, what are we? We are made of body as well as ruh. When both of them are joined together, a person is alive. And when they are separated, is a person alive then? No. He's not alive anymore. So maut is what? Separation of body and soul. So وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا. You were dead. What does it mean by this? You were nothing. You were not living. Nobody knew you. You had no life. You never walked on this earth. You were not born. So كُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا. You were dead. You were nothing. Who gave life to you? فَأَحْيَاكُمْ. Then He gave you life. أحيا. Ha, ya, ya. Hayat. Hayat is life. Don't get confused with the word yastahi. Yastahi is also from the root letters ha, ya, ya. But the main word is haya. And haya means shyness. Over here is hayatun. Hayat is life. So, فَأَحْيَاكُمْ. He gave life to you. How? That He brought you into this world. But are you going to be in this world forever? No. ثُمَّ يُمِيتُكُمْ. Then He will give you death. When your term is over in this world, He will cause you to die. And then ثُمَّ يُحْيِيكُمْ. And then He will bring you to life again. When? In the hereafter, on the day of judgment, He will resurrect you. You were dead, Allah gave you life on this earth. You will die again. And then He will give you life again. Double death, double life. But then when He will bring you to life again, will you die after that? No. ثُمَّ إِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. Then to Him you all will be returned. تُرْجَعُونَ رَاجِمْ عَيْنْ رُجُوع. Rujur is to go back to where you came from. We came from Allah, we will go back to Him. Why will we go back to Him? So that He may recompense us for our deeds. What do we learn in this ayah? That amazing is the case of the one who disbelieves in Allah. It's amazing. It's shocking. It's surprising. Why? Because a person who disbelieves in Allah, he should think about where he came from, where he is headed to. He was nothing. Allah made him. He is living. Eventually he will die and Allah will resurrect him. How can he deny Allah? Amazing is the case of the one who rejects Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's as though he's not using his mind. He realizes that he was nothing. He realizes that he will not be in this world forever. Yet he rejects Allah. Surprising. كَيْفَ تَكْفُرُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَكُنْتُمْ أَمْوَاتًا فَأَحْيَاكُمْ. We also learn in this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is perfectly able. How? That He is the one who gives life and He is the one who gives death. Think about it. A human being that did not exist before, Allah created him. And when He blew the ruh into him, that same human body, it's animated. That the human being, he speaks, he sits, he stands, he walks, he moves around, he does so many things. Why? Because of the life that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put into him. What does it show? The perfect ability of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the same human being He will cause to die. And the same human being He will cause to live again. It shows the perfect ability of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then we also learn from this ayah that Allah alone can give life and death. Then we also learn in this ayah about the evidence of resurrection. Evidence of the hereafter. In the previous verses, what have we learned so far? About the oneness of Allah. The fact that Allah alone deserves worship. Then we have also learned about the prophethood of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That if we want to follow the guidance, then we have to follow his example. We have to follow his sunnah. And now over here, what are we being taught? About resurrection. The hereafter. That you cannot deny the hereafter. And it's logical. If you came from somewhere, obviously you're headed towards a destination. If you are living in this earth, you eat, you drink, you can be good, you can be evil, then there has to be some consequence. How is it possible that two people that live completely different lives just end up as dust, decayed bones? Is that just? Is that fair? It's not fair. Isn't it that people say all the time that this is not fair? I am so good to them and they are so harsh to me. This is not fair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who is most just. When He has created us, when He has given us free will, when He has given us the ability to do so many things that are good and evil, He is also going to recompense us for it in the hereafter. And in this ayah, that very fact is being proven. That how can you deny Allah when you're going back to Him?
كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون